Well, I am back. How the hell are we all? Hope you're all bloody well, because I am back. So, yeah, I've had some time off, but I am back today, sort of full time. So, yeah, it's been nice. I've had some time off, but I am back. So, I've had that, at some point I had to come back. So I thought, I'll just come back today. So, we are back. Can you all see me? Because I don't know if you can see me. Yes, you can. Yes. But no, look, I am back, which is nice. So, yeah, I finally managed to be like, right, I'm going back to fucking work. So, it's nice to be back. So, I hope you won't bloody miss me. But look, it's been a bit, obviously I've had time off or whatever, right? And to be fair, Mark and Jack have held the fort down, to be fair. So, it's nice to be back. But, things are going to start back to normal, because, one thing I used to do a lot, which obviously I haven't been doing, is I used to go live every single day, and I haven't, so, it's nice to sort of come back into it, and there's some good comps, obviously ending in the next couple of weeks, obviously the car being the main one, but it is nice to be back, so, we'll wean myself back into it, and hopefully we start kicking ass again, because, the last couple of comps we've done, obviously it's gone a bit quiet at the minute on the site, and that's just purely because we obviously have a new site, but no, it is nice to be back, so thank you for the nice comments. But one thing I'm struggling with, in my head, I'm thinking, how do I do a fucking draw? I forgot, can't fucking remember, but no, it's nice to be back, so, yeah, thank you for the nice comments, but, yeah, so, the king is back. Welcome back. Thank you very much. But yeah, so, we'll start with these three tonight. But one thing I do need, so this week now is quite quiet. So there's not much ending this week. So we've got, this picture is terrible. Who the fuck done that? Look at that. Terrible. Only Dyson fans, it's terrible picture. I look quite good there, Mark, so it's good editing, to be fair. So we got Dyson fans and Xbox. There's not really much on this week, so I'm going to chuck some stuff up probably tonight, because there isn't really many things on for this week. Obviously, we're sort of cutting back on the big comps, purely because we're having a new site. So the car is going to be like the sort of final big competition until the new site. So I'm going to be putting stuff up, but it's going to be smaller stuff, like, PlayStations, cash, and just sort of smaller value, because the new site is going to be insane, right? I'm really, really excited for it. It's being built as we speak, and it should be done sort of just before the car ends. So it'll be ready to go live as soon as that car's drawn, which is nice. So I'm excited. Also, one thing we've done as well is I keep saying about the servers and stuff. Now, obviously, the site at the minute, when it's busy, it has issues. So we're upgrading the server, which is going to be nice, which is an Amazon server. So hopefully it puts all the issues to bed, because, one thing that really frustrates not just you lot but me is when the site shits itself. So what I'm going to say is the car, right? The car, Mark is absolutely pissed off for me, right? So what I done with the car, right? The guy we bought it off messaged me. He's like, look, do you want to do this car? Blah, 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 blah. Now in my head, I was thinking, nah, I shouldn't do it, right? But then something sort of said to me, he said, just do it, right? Because, just do it, but just tell Mark after. So anyway, I done the car, right? And then I rang Mark, I said, Mark, I said, you're going to go nuts, right? But I've bought the car. And he went mental, right? So he basically said to me, so part of the agreement with the car was, he said, you can do the car, but he said, if it does shit, he said, whatever the sort of, we lose, he said, you'll have to cover yourself personally. I was like, yeah, no worries. So I agreed to it, and I'm shitting myself because there's only 15% sold. So look, I'm going to end up, if that car does shit, right, I'm going to be fucked. So I need everybody to jump on that car, because there's loads of instant wins left, but there is a 30 grand cash alternative available. So if you don't want the car, which is fine, you can take 30 grand. But, Mark obviously hates the cars. I'm very impulsive, right? Now, I'm a massive BMW fan, right? And the guy messaged, he's like, look, do you want to... So I was like, I looked at it, I was like, should I, shouldn't I? And I done it, and I'm a little bit scared now, because it's doing shite. So, like I said, that's a big comp, right? That car is the most expensive car we've ever done. It's probably the nicest car we've ever done. And I do think that it should do well. It should end really strong. So what I'm trying to say is that car when it comes to the last 2 or 3 days, it's going to be really busy on the site. So don't leave it last minute, right? Because if the site goes down on the draw day, it's gonna be fucked pretty much, right? So yeah, make sure if you want to enter the car, make sure you get them in nice and early, right? Because you know, I don't want the site to shit his pants. So, and obviously me and Mark got like an agreement in place, so we'll see. But yeah, so look, it's nice to be back, right? So thank you for the nice comments. I have been working, but I just haven't really been on camera. So, you know, it's nice to sort of get back into the groove of things. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But it is nice to be back. So that's a good thing, I guess. Let's have a look. Hello. Aaron, boy, Teresa, Liam, you look tiny. It's because I'm fucking skinny as fuck. Now, I don't really know how to make it bigger, so I don't know. I can't help you with that. Right, so let's get some draws done. So I don't know, I can't really remember how to do a draw, so let's see if I can still remember. Right, so we're going to use Google Random Generator to generate the number, right? So this basically generates us the number between 1 and then whatever, obviously, the numbers of tickets on the comp is. So, for example, you can see all the numbers are different. We then put the winning number into the manual picker. Now, this sold out, so this will be a first-time winner. So this had an end prize of £500, right? This done really, really well. So what I find, right, is the instant win comps do really, really well for us. So, you know, I just think, I'm going to put up a couple of instant win comps when I get back tonight, obviously for the week. But the instant wins do really well. So just to put it, you know, as an example, right, the 50 grand cash, right, sold out 15 days early, right? The 20 grand cash didn't do great, right? The 20 grand car thing didn't do great. So that's probably because there was no instant wins. But all the big cash comps that we've done, so the 10 grand cash, the 50, I can't remember them all, but all the cash comps seem to do really, really well. So, you know, I think what I'm going to do on the new site is we're going to just focus on, obviously, big cash competitions with loads of instant wins. So I'm going to do, so just so everybody knows, I haven't actually spoke to Mark about this, right? My next competition, so what I want to do on the new site is the main prize is going to be £100,000, right? And I do think we can do it, right? Because we've done 50 grand now twice, and we've sold it out twice. Oh, the lights have gone off now, great. And we've sold it out twice, and we sold it out early twice. So we sold that, both them comps out went literally 13-14 days early, right? And then they absolutely flew out. So I am thinking about doing 100 grand cash. So, you know, we'll see. I've also got some ideas to do some camper vans, because everybody keeps asking me for them. So, you know, the ideas on the new site is going to be absolutely mental, right? Because the reason why some of the comps, you know, that we've done before, either have done crap or, you know, not done as expected, is because we've had issues with the site. So obviously it goes down. Like, for example, last week or the week before, it went down for 4 hours, right? So that's 4 hours worth of ticket sales we lost. So with the new one, we'll have we'll be able to do them comfortably. So, you know, there's some really big comps I've got in my head, I've got lined up, which I'm excited to do because I had a goal in mind, right? So, you know, last year I hit my goal last year, but this year my goal was to essentially get the page to 50,000 likes, which we're not far off, and also do 100 grand cash winner. And I think we should be able to do it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I do like the multiples. The multiple ones are great. You know, the 5 winners are 10 grand, that was good. And the 10 winners are 5 grand, that was good as well. Because what I like about it, right, is, you know, 100 grand, right, is a lot of money, right? But, you know, I've seen some people say you should like split it. So, like, for example, 2 winners of 50 grand, which I like, because more people will enter then. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But the multiple ones I do like. I really like the multiple ones because ultimately, right, if let's just say I'd done 4 winners of 25 grand, right? If someone wins 25 grand, right, you know, that's life-changing. From 100 grand's great, right? But if we share the love or share the cash out, I just think more people will enter because it gives you more of a chance to win. So I do like the multiple winners. I really like them, actually. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But there is some really good ones lined up, right? So, you know, you've got to just bear with us, right? But look, the new website will be great, right? It's going to be so good. I've listened to some feedback. There's a lot of new features going on there, which we'll explain closer to the date. But it is going to be insane, right? And it's going to be really, really, really fast. It's going to be so much quick. Everything's class, right? 10 for 10k would be good. Yeah, we could do 10 for 10k. But I just think, because, you know, I think people enter, or I think more people enter when there's more chances to win. Because obviously, if you enter, like for example, if I done 10 winners, you enter with 10 tickets, essentially you get 10 chances with those 10 tickets. So if you don't win on the first spin, you know, on the first number, you then get another 9 chances. So I do think that they are the way forward, as long as the big ticket buyers. Right, that's the other thing I want to mention. So we've had obviously lots of negativity, or lots of uproar over the same people winning, blah blah blah. So what me and Mark have decided to do, right, is going forward on the new site, we're going to be changing the limits per person. So for example, right, when you click on a competition now, every competition or big competition is limited, right? So this one, you can only buy 5,000 tickets per account, right? Now, that's roughly, I don't know the percentage, but that's quite high, right? And that's then where all the bigger spenders come in and just basically take advantage of it. So what we're going to be doing is changing the values of per tickets. So, for example, if the competition's got 100,000 tickets, usually it'd be around 10% they can buy, so it'd be around 10,000. But we're going to be changing the amount of tickets that people can buy. So it's just going to give everyone an equal playing field. And then the big spenders, essentially, they can't overdo it, right? So I just think it's something that we need to bring in, because it gives everybody a fair chance. So for example, I think we're going to go down to like 2.5% of the max tickets, which is going to be, you know, a lot lower. So yeah, we'll see. So, but that's why we're doing it, because, you know, I see a lot of people saying, oh, the same people, look, the same people do win, but 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that obviously go crazy, right? So, you know, I want to give everybody an equal playing field, right? And I don't want any people, you know, being negative. So we are going to change the max amount of tickets on the comps going forward. Yeah, Livy, I agree with what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but, you know, each comp does have limits anyway, but we're just changing the percentage of limits. Like I said, the reason we're doing it is purely, right, just to sort of make everything fair. But look, it might not work, right? But, you know, I can't win. So people say, I might struggle to sell out, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, if the same people are winning, right, then everyone kicks off. So, you know, it's hard, it's really hard, it's difficult to keep everyone happy, but that's my sort of plan with this. We'll see. Right, so this is for £500 M prize. This one had 250,000 tickets, so we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I don't know whether that's definitely, but like I said, people are obviously upset because the same people win. Like, you know, obviously one name that pops up a lot is obviously Tom Roberts, which he won 20 grand on the weekend. But, you know, there's things like, for example, Tom's been getting people from the site messaging him privately with, like, threats and stuff. Like, that's how petty people are. So, you know, that's why he says, like, he wants to say sort of private or whatever. But that's the sort of, you know, that's sort of levels that people go through just because somebody keeps winning. So, you know, it is really immature. But, you know, where's Dave Cleary? I have no idea. But yeah, he messaged us the other day. He said, I've had people messaging me privately, blah, blah, blah. It's absolutely bonkers, like, baffles me. Right, so let me zoom in a bit because that's a really small there. Right, so this one had 250,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that's 2 zoomed in for me. The winning number is 56312. 56312. Let me double check. 56312. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's not the first one, right? I've had a couple of winners, probably maybe some are in here, right? A couple of winners who've won have had people messaging them privately. It's absolutely bonkers, like, and that's why for me it's really frustrating, because some of the people who win, they always, like, obviously people who've won in the past, they say, I don't want you to, like, oh, there we are, Leslie Drosky. I've had people who've won before and they've said, like, can you not post it because, you know, I want to stay anonymous. And for us, it's a nightmare because, you know, one person, I'm sure you won't mind me mentioning him, one person that we've had sort of people messaging and stuff is a person called Andy Morley, right? You've probably all seen him, right? He obviously wins quite a bit. But he won, right? I think he won 30 grand one week. And it took me 2 days to convince him to send me a photo, the winner's photo. And the reason he said, look, I've had people messaging me privately, blah, blah, blah. He said, I tried to stay private. And I convinced him. I said, look, please, can you, and he said, right, okay, so I'll do it. He sent me a photo. I uploaded it. And all he had was people saying, like, oh, he looks happy, blah, just proper negative. So, you know, you got to understand, right, for us, winners' photos go a long way, right? So winners' photos go a hell of a long way for us. And if people can't, or if people won't send us photos, or they want to stay private, you know, we have to respect that, and obviously we'll do it. But it's a kick in the teeth for us because, you know, it can be quite hard to prove that they're real people, because you know what people are like, right? They're just sour, right? So that's why I say, look, if you don't like it, right, quite frankly, just piss off, because I can't be asked for it. I really can't. But yeah, that's the sort of levels that some people have gone through. Some people have messaged winners privately with threats saying like they're scammers, saying like, oh, can you send me whatever? But it is mental. But yeah, you know, if you do, Kath, you know, we appreciate that. If you want to stay private, that's completely fine. But you know, it's just for us, it's a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, I can't. You know, let's see, anybody sending threats here, you're right. Let's have a look. I've just had a. But yeah, we have had people doing that direct, like privately, which is bonkers. But yeah, that's the sort of levels that people go through, which is mad. Right, let's do the PS5 next. Oh, by the way, we've got a couple of these, right? These PSPs. We've managed to bag a couple. I think we've got about 10 here now, which they like gold us to get. So yeah, we've got a couple of them ready for the Christmas time. Oh, no. Is there any way to keep in the... Right, I'll tell you what we can do, right? I don't know how to do it, but there is an option on your account, right? Let me just see if I can find it. Hang on. There is actually an option to change your display name. So if you want to stay private, because obviously we have to be transparent, right? We have to be transparent. We don't want to hide anything. We don't want people to obviously like, you know, sort of say, oh, well, I've won, it's not on there, whatever. There is an option to change your display name. So for example, there we are. So for example, right, if you go into my account, right, so this is essentially your display name, right? You click account details, and then there's an option saying display name. So you can change your display name. So basically, right, what you can do with it is if you just change it to, I don't know, your initials, right? When you win, only your initials will show on the winners pages. So it just stops people from seeing your name, essentially. So that's one thing you can do. So for example, if I change that to like, I don't know, say my initials, right? When you win on the results page, it'll just show LS or whatever your initials are. So you can do that. But that's something that people have asked for, you know, can we do that? But yeah, you can actually do that. So it's up to, you know, obviously you can do that, but yeah. But you can change it to whatever you want. So keep it clean and keep it normal. Because somebody before changed it to something stupid, right? And it was just like really funny. And it just caused people saying, oh, it's a fake account, blah, blah, blah. But you can actually change it. So yeah, right. Let's do the PS5 plus 2 games of choice of £500. Right, this one I had. 5,000 numbers, this one. Right, 0, 0, 0. Right, good luck. 1. The winner is 1024. But yeah, so this didn't sell out, so it might be a redraw, so we'll see what happens. I've only got 100 viewers, like, fuck me, but I have had days off, can't you? People have left us. Anthony Forte, there we are, he won 10 grand on the weekend as well, so I think he did anyway, it's the same name in it. So well done to Anthony. Let me have a look, I'm sure it was him. Anthony Forte, was it him? I'm sure it was him. Let's have a look. I'm gonna ring him now. Actually, I can't. Yeah, it was actually, yeah, it was him. That's mad. But yeah, it's not bad. He won 10 grand on Sunday or Saturday, and then he's gone and won a PS5. Well done, Anthony. Right, last one, and then we're done. And then obviously I'm going to get some comps up for this week because it is looking absolutely shite at the minute. What is it? Spin to win. There we are. Right, this one was mad. This one had six times 2 grand left. This had absolutely mad. So yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, that is Shelby. I believe you was steaming. Hello, Ian. Yeah, it's nice to be back, mate. It is nice to be back. So I'm going to sort of wean myself back into the groove of things this week, I think. Right, spin to win. What's it called? No, it's not called that. It's Wheel of Vortex. Wheel of Vortex. Right, this one had an end prize of £1,000. So good luck. 50,000 numbers on this one. Right. Good luck. The winner is 47073. 47073. Good luck. 101 viewers. Like, that's not good, is it? Fuck me, Mark. You've scared them all off. Dash. There we are. Oh, Ian the Cruise. He just come in here, said, good evening, glad to have you back. Well, you've won £1,000, mate. So, no, you know, nice to have me back and all that, because I've just fucking, you've got a winner, like. How mad's that? Go on, fucking Ian, bye. Is he in now? Where's he gone? Let me see if he's gone. Let's see what he's gone. Ian, where have you gone? How mad's that, though? He literally just commented saying, good evening, glad to have you back, and he's just won. That's fucking mental. Ian, are you still here, boy? Oh, happy days. So £1,000 coming your way, Ian the Cruise. So yeah, well done to the winners tonight. So it's nice to, you know, it's nice to be back. But you know, we're gonna get into the groove of things. So they're the winners tonight: Leslie Udrosky, I think that's how you say it. Anthony Forte and Ian da Cruz. So the lads 2-1 tonight. Well done, lads. So right, tomorrow there's there's only fans on tomorrow for some reason. So I'll get some comps up tonight. So yeah, look, like I said, they're not going to be massive competitions. They're not going to be, you know, massive values. But what I'll do is I'll keep them cheap, right? Cheap tickets, because it's obviously mid-month. And we'll just go for some cash and little instant win comps, right? Because, like I said, the site, can't ram the site at the minute. I do need the car flying, though, because the car, right, is literally ridiculous money, right? That car was stupid money. Yeah, the wheel spin is a good one. I do like the wheel spin. So what we got left on the car? We got 11 £1,000. That's mad. 2 £2,000. Who took the 2.5 on that? Restate this. Nice. 2 1250s. 22 200. 76. So there's loads left on it. It's done 10,000 tickets. Right. This car as well does come with a £1,500 running costs. So if you do win, you get £1,500, or you can take 30 grand cash alternative, which again is life changing. So yes, thanks for turning up. Yeah, no, it's been nice. The thing is, right, I weren't going to come back today, but Mark was like, oh, he said, can you do the draw? I was like, oh, not really. And he's like, come on, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, do you know what? Fuck it, I'll just go back. So, but no, it's nice to be back. So, you know, it's been obviously quiet compared to what it's usually like, because obviously I'm always live. But now I'm sort of back in the groove of things. We'll do some, you know, I'll be all over it now. So I'm excited. I am excited to be back because, you know, sometimes you just got to take some time for yourself. Put it this way, right? I was so miserable, right? Yes, I said to Mark yesterday, I said, right, I'm done with Vortex, I'm selling up, blah, 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 selling my shares. And he was like, yeah, right, whatever. And he was like, that much, he knew, inside he knew I was like lying, right? He was sending me links and stuff. He's like, oh, he was like sending me links, you know, they, you know, sign up to this, they might buy it, blah, blah. Just being an absolute prick, right? And then earlier, he said, you've gone into work? I said, oh, go on. And he said, I thought you were leaving. I was like, nah, I've slept on it. But, yeah, I'm up and down like a fucking yo-yo. If you get tickets on the Facebook video, yeah, so all the results are posted live on the results page, right? So there's a results page there, which you can get them live. But no, I had a moment yesterday, right? I literally said to Mark, I said, right, I've had a titful. I said, I'm selling up. But he knew inside I was full of shit, right? And he was like, oh, he said, you won't sell. He said, you won't do it. I said, no, I'm done, like, blah, blah, blah. So he was being a prick. He was sending me links and that, right? So, you know, they sign up to that, they might buy blah, they might buy into blah, blah, blah. Just being a prick, right? So I was like sitting there the other day. I was on my phone. I was like, right. I was like, I've had enough. I'm going to do it. And then today, he rang me today. I said something about doing whatever. And he said, I thought you were leaving. I said, nah, I've changed my mind now. But yeah, that's the type of, that's what I've been like. I've been up and down like a fucking yo-yo. Right, well done to the winners. I'm going because I got stuff to do. I'll ring the winners. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow.